Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This week I pulled from my to-do pile Madame Delia from the Reaper Bones 5 Kickstarter set. She was primed in black and I get started with boar hide for the base colour of her dress. I'm not going to be adding a wash to the dress, so this is actually going to be the shadow colour of the pink. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Now for the mid-tone of the dress, I went over the majority with Magenta. I just left that shadow colour in the recesses and where the shadows would be darkest. Bringing up some of the tops of the folds, I added a few scratchy lines using model colours pink. This isn't meant to cover anything large areas, it just adds some variation to the edges and the tops of these folds. Now the dress has finished, I moved on to the skin with a base coat of Dwarven skin. Added in the mid-tone of the skin now, I went over the raised features with Elven skin. Now I'm not too sure this was a good idea, but I added a highlight to the skin with Ivory Tusk, which I expected to be more translucent than this. Instead this covered really well and pushed all the facial features a bit too bright. While I wait for the skin to dry before I can fix it, I grabbed dark sea green and went over the remaining clothing parts. With the skin now dry, I went over it with Archaic Sepia wash just to try and tone down that ivory. Going back to the grey parts of clothing now, I added in the mid-tone with Wizard Grey. Pushing the tops of the folds on the grey parts now, I added in a highlight with Gravestone blue. This just adds a little bit of coolness to those tops. I needed a pop colour on this mini, and since I haven't done blue hair in a while, I used Witching Hour Blue as the base colour for her hair and the feathers. I do also try to add in some eyebrows, but this was a bad idea and just didn't look good after I'd done the first one. Adding a highlight and some variation to the blue now, I went over all of the raised strands with Leviathan blue. I wasn't neat about this though, I just dragged my brush across it, almost like a dry brush, but I just didn't take anything off the brush. So anything that has a sculpted bit of detail got picked up. I still wasn't happy with the skin, and now I needed to fix the blue streak of an eyebrow I added in. So I grabbed Elven skin again and went over all of the highlighted parts. Luckily the wash had darkened down the skin beyond what Elven skin does, so this actually looks like just another highlight going on. For the metal jewellery, I went for glorious gold over all of these parts. Finishing up, I washed all of the grey, blue and gold parts with a thinned down dark tone wash. And that will be it for Madame Delia. I like how she came out in the end, even though there was some weirdness with the skin tone halfway through. For the base, I just went over it with black. It's barely visible, so I didn't think the need to add it into the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want a closer look at this mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.